A reminder that Clarence Thomas is 75, Samuel Alito is 74, Roberts and Sotomayor are 69. If Trump wins in November, he is virtually guaranteed to appoint replacements for 2 of these justices, if not more. That means massive implications for future gun cases, which is to say nothing about abortion, aka murdering young lives, contraception, aka nothing's gonna happen to your scumbags, you scumbags, same-sex marriage. Yes, he's expecting this from the guy who hosted a same-sex marriage at Mar-a-Lago. Fair MAPS. You know what MAPS is? That's an acronym for Minor Attracted Persons. The Voting Rights Act, in other words, prove you're a fucking citizen, otherwise you can't fucking vote. And democracy itself. You know what? Fuck democracy. We're a republic, motherfucker.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk a doubter, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
MC2 Tool Show, man. The MC2 Tool Show. Can't believe I've been doing this 5 years. 5 years. 5 years of doing this MC2 Tool Show, bringing out conservative talking points, and 5 years of losing friends. 5 years of people expressing that they would kill me if they met me in person. Literally, the 5 years. 5 years of people of finally coming out that there are people out there that want me dead, that know who I am and want me dead. And that's a great feeling, I tell you. It means you're doing something. What's up, America? Happy Father's Day. It's MC2 Tall, a.k.a. Mr. John A. Krantz. And, happy Father's Day, folks. Happy Father's Day. My father was a great man. He came home one day from work and told us what a stiff Jimmy Carter is for people who depend on tips in the service industry. He also shook hands with Ronald Reagan, and he also heard a lot of brilliant ideas from a real estate guy by the name of Donald Trump in 1985, and told him long before the conversations he had with Oprah and Larry King, you know what? You ought to run for president. And yes, that was the kind of greatness that I am proud of my father for. Just some of it. You know, he was also not somebody that just knew the Bee Gees. He was good friends with them, including Andy Gibb, who wasn't an actual Bee Gee, but their younger brother. He made friends with people like Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, Frank Sinatra, and the widow of General Douglas MacArthur had a great deal of respect and admiration for my father.
But now, for people who don't really deserve too much respect for or admiration, you know who this guy is? He goes by the name of Brian Tyler Cohen. Yeah, I know. I had to, like, refrain from barfing because that post you just saw came from him. I'm assuming it's a post he made on X. And it was then transferred over to Instagram by someone called the Liberal Trucker. And he a sucker. And this is like really, really disturbing that he's talking about all these moral things that are going to take place if Trump takes office as if they're bad things. Let's pick that apart. I happen to have it brought up here. Since there's no alimony in my future, I have this nice device here with a picture of my cat on the back. So he's talking about these justices that are up there in age and that, oh my God, Trump might replace them with moral justices, right? People who stand for morality. Okay. And these people are going to go against his friends, the MAPS. MAPS, again, is an acronym for minor attracted persons. In other words, adults who want to have sex with your underage children. Or at least fantasize about it and profess to wanting to fantasize about it. So, yes. So, this Brian Tyler Cohen here, he wants to stick up for pedos, in other words. The long and short of it. Let's see. Voting Rights Act. He's against people proving that they're American in order to vote in America. What a genius he sounds like, doesn't he? Just let them pour in, not have to prove that they're citizens. There's citizens, there's non-citizens, okay? And the ones who are non-citizens are either visitors on vacation that eventually go back home, people who file for citizenship and will eventually become citizens the legal and correct way, or they could be non-citizens that happen to be trespassers, which makes them illegal. They are illegal trespassers. And I'm going to get into that. He's also talking about gun laws and gun cases. Now, what is it about the left? Here's my question. What is it about the left? They compare Donald Trump to Hitler, yet Hitler took away people's guns. Donald Trump is for gun rights. See, they're coming to arrest me for sticking up for gun rights. Now, that's the ambulance. Someone's probably going into convulsions over, induced by Trump derangement syndrome or something. But anyway, they call the person in the political field who is sticking up for gun rights the fascist, the Nazi, and all that. Let me tell you something. It wasn't Hitler-like. It's not Hitler-like just to engage into things like classism and extermination of class without first taking away the guns. Nothing could be more Hitler than disarmament of civilians by the government. That's like the most Hitler thing you can do. Because in order to bring about classism and rally every other class of citizen against one particular class of civilian, to have them supporting you in your extermination of this class of civilian, you got to disarm everybody. This way, once they rally to get rid of one class of people or one variety of people, they don't even see it coming that they're next. And you get them to turn in their guns because it's their civic duty. And then, get rid of that person. Get rid of that person that makes 90,000 while the rest of us poor people only make 60,000. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Rah, rah, rah. And then all of a sudden, get rid of those rich $60,000 a year bastards. We only make $31,000. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And meanwhile, the people with the $60,000 incomes that rooted for the riddance and extermination of the $80,000 and $90,000 people are like, damn, man. If we only had our guns, we wouldn't be marched off to our death. Disarmament of civilians is wrong. Okay? It doesn't reduce crime. If anything, it deters it. It deters it. Because I could tell you this. If there was an armed civilian present who was aware of this nice person here, Rachel Morin, being brutally, viciously attacked, having her clothes ripped off, brutally raped and brutally murdered, none of that would have happened if there was an armed civilian present that knew what was going on nearby. That motherfucker that did that animal, I could guarantee you, would have had a well-deserved demise. And Rachel would still be alive. So, that's another thing. Voters, he's talking about voters' rights. Yeah, American voters' rights. American voters' rights. Because what's wrong with proving that you live where you're voting in order to vote? You want people like the person that raped and killed Rachel Morin to vote so that more laws that favor rapists and murderers like him are passed? How sick are you? Yes.
Okay.
All right. And we're
I take a picture.
we're wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
All right. And yes, we are wholeheartedly supported and endorsed by Grubhub because they are not woke. Grubhub is not woke, just to let you know. Now back to the discussion. So, according to this Brian Tyler Cohen, he wants the people who do things like beat Lake and Riley to death with a hammer, who rape, murder, and discard the body of Rachel Morin, to be deciding who our next Congress people are, who our next senators are, governors, mayors, and president. Not to mention other offices like district attorney and things like that. He wants the power of the vote to be in the hands of these vicious rapists and murderers. Well, you can't prove everybody's isn't. There's statistical facts now cranking out every day showing the apprehension of people. You know, the majority of people being apprehended for robbery, rape, murder, violent crimes, they're not U.S. citizens. They are these illegal trespassers that Joe Biden let into the country. You know, Joe Biden. Let's keep driving this point here. Joe Biden, who's got blood on his hands. He's got the blood of Rachel Morin, Laken Riley, that poor young kid who got killed in that auto accident because an illegal trespasser was fleeing the police in a car. Their blood is on Joe Biden's hands. Joe Biden, who couldn't keep his hands to himself and forcefully pulled his then adolescent daughter Ashley into the shower and had his way with her. What kind of sick freak are you? You know, yeah, happy Father's Day, Joe Biden. Yeah, you know, are you going to force yourself on your daughter again? And think it's okay now because she's a legal adult now? You sick bastard. You should have never held public office in your life. You should have been in jail this whole time, you son of a bitch bastard. And as for you, Cohen, you don't know what you're talking about. And if people listen to you and vote Biden, they're endorsing people, sweet, innocent people like Rachel Morin, being brutally attacked, brutally beaten, brutally raped, brutally murdered, and their body disrespectfully discarded on a rock somewhere. Anybody endorsing and supporting Biden now, anybody opposing Trump right now, is a sick bastard that is for illegal trespassers coming into the country and raping our women. What is a woman? Okay, our sisters, our aunts, our cousins, our daughters, our grandmothers, our mothers. You know, people that I refuse to call a fucking birthing person. That's the hill I'm gonna die on. If I'm gonna die before my time, let it be that I get stomped into death in a riot by a bunch of people chanting the words birthing person, because I refuse to call women a birthing person. But I bet you do, Mr. Cohen. You and your perverted president, Joe Biden.
Somebody's got to put a pot of boiling water. Nobody boils the water. It goes in 2 hours.
You bunch of sick freaks out there. If you are anything against Donald Trump, that means you're for all women getting raped and murdered and discarded like a piece of garbage. Okay? I hate to have to say this on Father's Day, but that post made me have to do this. I had to say this on a Sunday, on a sacred day like Father's Day. And it's a special day for me because, my father, ever since 1998, resides in holy heaven above with God and all his beautiful angels. And God bless my father's righteous soul in holy heaven above. And speaking of God, to my people, respect God, watch out for the Illuminati. Please, 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 please follow and share my content. Stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy fighting for you out there on the front lines, MC Too Tall.
I've been trying to get to you for a long time, 'cause constantly you've been on my mind. I was thinking about a shortcut I could take, but it seems like I made a mistake. But I was wrong, it took too long. I got caught in the rush hour. Fella started to shower you with love and affection. Now you won't look in my direction.